What's up, everyone? Holly here. If you're here, let me know. Say hi if you're catching the replay. Hashtag replay below. So I thought I would hop on. I tried to do a live the other day and it kept cutting out, and I don't know what happened, but I had to run. And so I wanted to come back. I'm like, today I'm doing a live. This has just been on my heart, right? It's because being entrepreneurs, being in business, like, we're gonna keep it totally real. You guys know me. I like authenticity. I have no problem sharing to empower you to make a difference and that transformation in your life and in your business. And that expectation, what's up, Anthony? What's up, Jason? That expectation, like, of having a business, like, oh, this is great, this is great, this is great, and everything is always just, this is great, is just not realistic, right? And there's times in our business where, like, this is great, this is great, this is great, this is great, this is great. Oh, shit. And then all of a sudden something happens, right? And then it can go back up. This is great. This is great. Oh, shit, right? And this is like the journey of entrepreneurship. We have this, like, I got this, and these oh shit moments. And then what happens when we get stuck in these oh shit moments, right? And let's all be authentic. I'm pretty sure we've all been here, right? Let me know if you know what I'm talking about, of like, this is super great, and then, oh shit, right? If you've been there, let me know if you can relate. Let me know in the comments, because it's part of the journey. And the successful people, the leaders, are the ones who have had more oh shit moments than maybe you have, right? That's really ultimately what it's about. So how do you get through those moments and be like, all right, it's cool, I got this, we're going to step back up, we are going to climb up, and we are going to build this momentum all, like, again, right? There are specific ways. I've been in business for years now, and believe me, I've been through the ups and downs, and I always get back up. That's one thing you guys will always see, that things happen and you always get back up. And that's what it is. It's how you respond to the things that happen, not so much the things that happen, right? So what's up, Vicky? You know I can relate. Audrey, thanks for hopping on. Yes, right? We all can. So how do we get that back? So that's what I'm going to share with you in this live. I'm going to give you guys some tools to be able to help you be like, all right, I got this. I'm getting my mojo back. I'm going to start building momentum super fast in my business again. Like, I'm going to do this, right? We need these little, like, ups and encouragement. So I hope this is landing for you at the right time. If you're here, it is. It's the perfect time. You're right where you need to be. So the first thing, like, that you need to do to be able to get your mojo back is first step back and just rest and just be and just realize, like, this is what is happening right now. So often, more times than not, what we try to do is like, I got to be better. I got to start pushing. I got to get my business going. I need to do this. And oh, like, we start beating yourself up for not doing what you know you need to do. And then when you start beating yourself up, ultimately, really what you're doing is causing all sorts of resistance from ever really doing anything. So therefore, you're never going to get your thing back, because you have a lot of like, there's all this resistance. So the best thing to do is to totally step back and to just rest. And I know that is really hard as entrepreneurs, to just rest, because we're like, no, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go. I got this idea, I got this idea, we gotta do this. But then when we're feeling in that slump, we try to push through what we're actually going through to get all the stuff done, instead of just going through it and seeing what that has, that maybe we can use to be able to get to that next level, right? So just rest. Be totally cool with where you are. Acceptance releases resistance, and that's where you can start creating from, is from that place of acceptance. So just rest, just be, right? The second thing is to start think about things that really excite you. Like, what is in your life? Like, what happened to where you felt like what fell off that slump? Was it something like your clients didn't work out, or were you not getting the results that you wanted in your business when you went to go do something? Like, what happened, right? So when you're really authentic, awareness is like the best thing possible. When you can go back and really objectively look, like, what happened? Don't make a bunch of stories about, like, oh, I'm such a failure. I did this campaign and it didn't come back the way that I wanted to, and it really sucked. No, what happened is you ran a test campaign and you didn't get results. It was just a failure in performance. It wasn't a failure in you, right? So now your next step is, all right, what am I going to create? Like what is really like what is going to move, touch, and inspire me to go out there and really be excited, right? I think a lot of times, especially when we're in this game for a long time, we create and we create, and like after a while we're like, okay, well, yeah, I did that. Cool, I've wanted to do this, and then we do it. Oh, cool, I wanted to do this, and then we do it, right? But it's finding, like, we always have to be creating. That's what entrepreneurs are. We are visionaries and creators, and we always have to be creating something. And if we're not creating something and we're not really tapping into what really moves us and really motivates us, then we're not going to be able to create anymore, right? And then the momentum like goes blah, and then all of a sudden, oh crap, where's my mojo? Like things were going really well. What happened? Right? Because what you need to do, or what you could do, is really start creating new things that are really going to keep you inspired, right? You're always creating new. And I think that's a big thing that I know, something that I didn't do. I had all these visions and all these goals, and then I reached all my visions and my goals. Time to breathe. Every hour I have an alarm that's set to breathe. So breathe. So I had all these visions, I had all these goals, and I went and I did all this cool stuff, and then I did it. And I didn't have like okay, what's next, right? So I learned that I always need to be creating the new and the what's next that's keeping me alive and excited and moving forward to keep creating, right? So the third thing to do to be able to get your mojo back is to clarity check. Like, this is what I like to call them. I literally have it in my calendar, but I know that if things aren't feeling, if I'm a little blah and I don't feel like doing my work, or maybe if any of you can relate, like you're at the computer, you're like, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing, right? You need a clarity check. Because if you try to push forward without any clarity, all you're doing is just being busy and you're not really doing anything, right? So take a clarity check. If you are like bumming out, you're not getting creative ideas, you're not really inspired to do anything, you don't feel like you got all of this stuff, like you're really progressing, it's probably because you don't have full clarity. And when you have absolute full clarity, like I am such a clarity all the time. I'm a why. I'm like almost like the annoying, I don't want to be annoying, but the toddler who's like, why, right? I love those kids. Like, you keep asking why, because clarity is king. And the more clarity that you have, the more direction that you can move forward, right? So take some clarity checks if you're down, if you need some mojo. The fourth thing that you can do, I call them do you boo breaks. So everybody needs do you boo breaks, okay? Everybody. I don't get, like, once a day, you need to be taking time for yourself to go do you. Whether that's go, like Chad loves at the end of the day when everything's all done and taken care of, he loves playing video games. Cool, go do you, boo, right? I love that for him. I have just found my little passion in coloring. So guess what? He's playing video games. Do you, boo? I'm coloring. Or I have my journal. I love to journal and I love to write and I love to read. So I have like my little loves that I do. And take that time for you, either whether it's in the morning. I've actually learned to take it in the morning and take it at night. I actually got 2 do you boo breaks during the day. And by taking those, it's like everything else, it's led me to a okay, let's put it this way. When I say it's led me to really discover authentically the things that I love to do. Now I wasn't like always authentic. Like, I love to travel, I love going and doing, like going to events, and I love doing these things. But I got really present to your authentic self is the person, like, take away you having to go plan to do something, or you have to go travel to go somewhere. But right now, with what you have at this very moment, what is it that you love to do, right? That could be coloring, that could be playing video games, that could be reading, that could be knitting. I don't know, I'm not a knitter personally, but I know that they're out there. Like everybody had, and some people like puzzles, some people like little games. There ain't nothing wrong with that, right? But take breaks and do you, boo, because it's important, and that's what really refreshes you. And when you're constantly taking care, like you're taking care of yourself, then you can pour out to other people. So if you are feeling a little like blah, I don't feel like you're feeling a little overwhelmed in your business, it may just be that you haven't taken enough time out for yourself. So take some time, go do you, boo. I encourage that for you this entire weekend, and I love to hear about it. Let me know. Let me check my notes. I did write all this stuff. So the fifth thing that you can do to start getting your mojo back is start redefining your why. So this was a big thing for me. So what happened was I had this huge vision when I started my business that I was going to go out there and I was going to speak and I was going to impact people's lives. I was going to help them build their business online and really make a transformation, right? It was my dream to go and travel, and I love the beach, I love the ocean, and to just get out and go, right? And so what happened is I did that. My why, my vision, I went and I did that. And what happened was it was super fun, right? And there was some things in me that I was like, yeah, this is fun. But what I really missed was stability. And what I missed was my family and having family, right? So sometimes I look around, like I was down, honestly, like kind of down, thinking like, man, I was like taking cruises, doing all this fun, cool stuff. And like, here I am in Michigan. Right. And first it just was authentic for a moment, and then it switched. I was like, when I was doing all of those things, what I really wanted was real love and family. That's what I wanted when I was traveling out. And so something that happened when I was doing my why and all of this stuff was I did it, and then it was over. And what I learned was ultimately what I wanted was family. And here I am, I have manifested the most incredible family, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, got it. Like I've created the surroundings around me, and I have an incredible family. I have my son back, right? So I've had to sit back and redefine my why, because my why wasn't deep enough to really make it. It made me cry back then. But then after I started doing it and accomplishing it, it didn't have the same effect on me back then. So take on maybe that you are having this like monotonous feeling because your why has either transformed, which is okay. It's okay to have new visions. It's okay to have new goals and aspirations and visions for your life, right? Maybe you just need to really redefine what it is that you're after, and what it is, like the game that you're playing in life, and what you're really out to accomplish and to do, right? I found that was super valuable for me. So when I really took a step back, when I started this, it was really about me, right? I wanted to go travel. I wanted to go have this life. I wanted me, right? And then what happened? Oh, well, what happened was I really learned that it's really not like that. That's great and it's fun, and I've had a lot of fun. I've had a great life, right? And what I've been able to learn and to give and to bring, and that what I've gotten for myself, that it's not about me anymore. And that traveling, like I could take all my money and just go and travel and go do this extraordinary life, or I could take my money and invest it into my business and into my education and into my clients, so we can grow and be able to make a bigger impact with people, because that's the game I'm out for. I'm out to impact the people who are experts, who are out there helping, like empowering other people and for transformation, because I know that all my knowledge that I can give to you, you're going to go out there and you're going to transform people's lives, and it has that ripple effect. That is something that gives me goosebumps every single time that I say it, right? Every single time. And so I've had to sit back and really redefine what it is that I'm out to accomplish. And it's not all about me. I want this and I want this. No, I'm out to accomplish for you and what you're out for, and your life and your freedom and your time and your dream and your vision, right? It is completely flipped for me. And that took me out, like I got out of myself and into the world, right? So if you're feeling like it's all, this is a struggle and this is blah, 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 get out into the world and make it more than just about yourself, because it's not about you. You are not here for you, right? You are here to impact positively people's lives and create that transformation. So redefine your why, create something that you can really get excited about. I think that was, maybe I only have 5 ways, maybe 6. Well, rest. Did I say rest? Yeah, rest. I'm sorry. There's 5 ways. I'll change it. So those are some things that you can do. Ultimately, you have to redefine and remove some things around to really discover what you're out for. I really want to invite you this weekend to be able to do that. So was this helpful? I don't know. I can't get comments. Oh, we have so much. Vicky, too much pushing gave me a headache. Literally. Yeah, literally. And it's just when you have this resistance in your life, it's like nothing, what you resist persists. Have you ever heard that? Like where you put your energy, attention goes where your energy flows. So everything that you're resisting is like, it's crazy. Hey, Dale. Hey, Elaine. Holly, can I inbox you? Sure. Feel free to inbox me. Yes, breathe. They've all been great, whether it was 5 or 6. Perfect. I appreciate it. So these are some of the things authentically that I share that I've gone through, right? And that we were going through. And right now the process for me is creating something that's really like, I'm super excited for things that I'm creating. However, I'm also redefining and getting super duper clear. So I don't want to just like go out and create all of this stuff when I said this was all about you and not about me. So if you guys are still on here, I super appreciate it. And I'm going to ask if you could help me with something real quick to be able to help me be able to help you a lot more. So I want to be able to come out with a lot more content, a lot more trainings to help you really build your business online, get more prospects, get more clients into your business, and really build something that is sustainable for you. But I'm not quite sure where you're at to be able to really give you the right content for you to do that. So Chad and I have created a survey, kind of goes through, it's only, I don't know, I think it's like 4 questions or something like that. It's not long at all. It won't take a long time. But if you would be open, I will put the link here after, because I don't have it with me at the moment, but I will put a link here or just comment below. Sure, I'll take it and help me out huge, immensely to be able to create the content that you guys need so you can be successful. I want you to get your mojo back. I want you have a message. You're watching this because you're here to impact people. You're here because you want to make a difference and you have a heart, right, to give, and you have a vision for yourself. And I know that if you've watched all of us and you're still on here, I think you're amazing, by the way, that you have those keys, right? So this weekend, I want you to really take that time, the go do you boo time, right? Let me know how that goes for you. And let me know what exactly it is that you guys are creating that gets you excited. And I would love for you guys to help me out on my survey. So lots of love to you guys. I will talk to you guys soon.